You know the feeling of being in a room full of people, and yet somehow still feeling invisible. We're breaking down 5 subconscious behaviors pushing people away, and the last one is the most common thing holding you back from getting attention. If you want real psychology that actually helps, please like, comment, and subscribe to Human Mind Glitch. You might think staying quiet makes you seem calm or mysterious, but psychologically, it often makes you invisible. People don't register what doesn't signal engagement. When you don't react, respond, or show presence, others unconsciously assume you're not interested. And once that assumption is made, they stop trying to include you. Humans are wired to notice movement, emotion, and subtle reactions. If those signals are missing, your brain tags the person as background. It's not a conscious decision, it happens automatically. And once you're perceived as background, attention shifts to someone more expressive. That's how you get overlooked without doing anything wrong. It's not about being loud or dominant. It's about small signals like eye contact and micro reactions. Even a slight nod or a brief smile can change how people perceive you. These cues tell others that you're engaged in the moment. And that engagement makes people more likely to involve you. You replay what you're going to say before you say it. You try to make it sound perfect in your head. But by the time you speak, the moment has already moved on. Conversations don't wait for perfection, they move fast. And hesitation creates a gap that others quickly fill. Conversation works on timing more than perfection. When you hesitate, it breaks the natural rhythm. That rhythm is what keeps people mentally engaged. When it breaks, attention drifts almost instantly. And once attention drifts, it's hard to pull it back. Ironically, trying to say the right thing too carefully backfires. It makes your presence feel delayed and disconnected. People sense that delay, even if they can't explain it. And that subtle disconnect makes your contributions feel less relevant. Over time, this trains others to overlook you in conversations. People don't just respond to your words. They respond to your emotional energy. The way you speak, react, and express yourself carries more weight than the words themselves. If that energy feels flat, people subconsciously disengage. And they start directing their attention toward someone who feels more dynamic. If your tone stays flat and your expressions don't change, it sends a signal. That signal tells others there's nothing emotionally engaging to respond to. Humans are naturally drawn to variation changes in tone, expression, and energy. Without that variation, interactions feel dull. And people instinctively move away from dullness. This isn't about being fake or over the top. It's about showing subtle emotional variation. Small shifts in tone or facial expression can make a big difference. It shows that you're reacting in real time. And that responsiveness makes people feel more connected to you. You wait for the right moment to speak. You wait to be invited into conversations. You wait for a clear opening that feels safe, but that perfect moment rarely comes. And while you're waiting, the conversation keeps moving without you. But attention doesn't usually go to the most passive person. It goes to those who take small social risks. Even something simple like adding a short comment can shift your presence. These small risks signal confidence and engagement, and people naturally respond to that. You don't need to dominate conversations. You just need to participate slightly earlier than feels comfortable. That small step breaks the pattern of hesitation. It shows others that you're willing to engage. And over time, that changes how people include you. This is the most common one, and the one most people never realize. It operates completely in the background of your behavior. You don't consciously think about it, but it influences everything you do. And it shapes how others perceive you almost instantly. Deep down, you might carry the belief that you're not that interesting. Or that you're not confident enough to stand out. That belief doesn't stay internal, it leaks into your behavior. It affects how you speak, move, and react. And others pick up on those signals without even realizing it. Your body reflects what you believe. Your posture closes slightly without you noticing. Your eye contact weakens and your movements become more cautious. These are subtle signals, but they matter. Because people respond more to what they see than what they hear. People pick up on these signals instantly. Not consciously, but instinctively. Their brain makes quick judgments about where to place attention. And those judgments are based on presence and energy. If those signals are low, attention naturally moves elsewhere. Attention isn't just about what you say or do. It's about the energy you carry into the moment. That energy is shaped by what you believe about yourself. When your belief is low, your presence shrinks. And when your presence shrinks, so does the attention you receive. When that belief shifts, your behavior changes naturally. You stop holding back without forcing yourself to change. Your presence becomes more noticeable without trying harder. And people begin to respond to you differently, not because you changed everything, but because you changed what was underneath it. So which one stood out to you the most? Be honest with yourself about it. Most people see themselves in at least one of these. And recognizing it is the first real step toward changing it. Drop the number in the comments. Let's see how many people are experiencing the same thing. You'll probably notice you're not the only one. A lot of this happens quietly in the background, and that's why it goes unnoticed for so long. If this shifted your perspective even slightly, that's the point. These small insights create big changes over time. The more aware you become, the more control you gain over how others perceive you. Subscribe to Human Mind Glitch for more real psychology like this.